Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about luxury wish lists and whether they help or hurt. I'm having a hard time this year, so I have some opinions. I want to just do a quick little chit chat video and maybe y'all can convince me on whether I should even do one this year. So if you're wanting to talk about that, stick around. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My channel is about treating yourself to a little bit of luxury, whether that be your cup of coffee, favorite fragrances, handbags, small leather goods, jewelry, whatever makes you feel a little bit special because you deserve it. Could be your designer dog that is going crazy at your feet. Not that a pug is a designer dog per se, but they're certainly fancy little puppies, right, mamas? Yes. Well, during Vlogmas, my fancy little puppies were quite little characters, and I took the year to reflect on what was a priority during 2023, and apparently these little living, breathing creatures were. So while looking at my wish list, I didn't purchase a single thing off my wish list. And then I started thinking about the last time I did a wish list, and that was in 2021. Didn't purchase a single one of those either. And that started me down the rabbit hole of, are wish lists detrimental or maybe a bad omen? Are they making me not purchase things? Do they make me think twice about purchasing things? Because it's not like I didn't buy stuff. While I did prioritize these little furry fuzzy beings here, some of them were not things that I had planned on, like pickle surgery and things, but or Dolly's special diet, right, mama? I didn't plan on those things, but they were the things that needed to happen. I didn't plan on my fridge breaking down and needing to buy all new appliances either, but that's a fact of life, right? So I wonder if, was it just the year and all the other obligations that caused me not to buy those items, or was it really like I kept looking for them. Every time I go on to Rebag or Fashion File or go into the respective boutiques that I would look at the item, but something was making me think twice or walk away. And I don't know what it was, because again, I bought other things. I bought a preload Fendi. I bought, I'm trying to think of all the things I bought. I bought that Claudia multicolor bag. I bought a couple epi pieces. I bought quite a few things last year. So it's not like I wasn't shopping. I ended up going more into some accessory pieces rather than just bags. So that was kind of a different twist. Like, I never thought I would buy like an Apple Watch band or that bracelet from Hermes that I bought. I bought a necklace from Hermes too. So it's like, I didn't think I would go down that realm before buying things off of my wish list. So when I was thinking about possibly making one for, hi Mama Pickles, making one for 2024, I wanted to kind of stop and think that, you know, maybe I don't want to limit myself or put that energy out. I don't know. What is your opinion? What do you think? Do you feel that it keeps you on budget? Do you feel that it helps you focus and manifest things coming into your life? You know, I know that, you know, like Caleb last year, he was big on his Birkin journey, and that's kind of like that was his wish list, his Ricky bag. It's like those are the things that he was like focusing on. I'm wondering, you know, did I just steer away? Did I not pay enough attention to what I had put on my list? You know, what exactly is it that keeps me from following through on my wish list, because there's still items that I really, really want. Like I really wanted that Fendi baguette, and I really wanted that puzzle bag as well. So looking at it, I remember when that puzzle bag came out for Loewe, I tried so hard to get that bag. I got signed up for the notifications. When it launched, the website kept crashing. I literally spent that first like 24 to 48 hour period that it was released trying to obtain, trying hard to obtain it via the website or a sales associate, just trying to figure out how I could get my hands on it. Wasn't able to. And then I spent the next week or so on like Selfridges and Harrods and trying to just figure out where I could, you know, get another avenue. And anytime I tried, the one I wanted was not available. There was other versions of it, other colors, mostly this orange, and I'm just not an orange. I can't do warm colors. That's just not my thing. So I really wanted that, you know, blueberry color. I even thought about getting, it was like a bum bag version that was a darker blue. I was willing to like compromise. I couldn't get that one either. It just was a really heartbreaking kind of experience. And I don't know if that set the tone, because that was, I think, March, if I remember correctly. It was around my birthday. I don't know if that set the tone for the rest of the year of just being like sad, or knowing I was going to be disappointed, or one that got away and nothing was going to be good enough, or I don't know. It just something about that experience just really kind of soured me to any other new releases, anything else out there. It was just like a really just icky kind of feeling. And then fast forward to the Fendi baguette, I was finally at a point where I was kind of over Loewe. I'm like, let's focus on the Fendi baguette. I really wanted the purple, this like lilac-y color. And I swore that there was a version that was like a blue toned purple, but every time I looked it up, it ended up looking more of a like a pinky warm toned purple. And just trying to get confirmation that it was the right purple, which season was the right one, then which size, and that kind of went on for a couple months of just like, well, I want this specific one. My phone, you know, can only fit in certain size baguettes, and I want to be able to also fit other things. And just, it ended up also being like a similar experience. It's like by the time I was able to, you know, figure out where I could possibly get it from, they weren't available anymore. Or, you know, I'd reach out to an associate and it was like, oh, well, we did have it, but we no longer have that. Let me see if I can find one for you. And they couldn't find one. And it just started to just become like, why is everything so hard to get? It's so much money. Why is this is just ridiculous. So I would, you know, buy a preload bag here or there, and that made me happy. I bought that Coach bag with the roses on it, and that kind of scratched the itch of the lavender purse with the baguette kind of shape to it. It, you know, it filled the void, so to speak. It still wasn't the baguette, but it was, you know, in that vein. I'm like, okay, so there's that. I'm trying to think of what else in there. The YSL bags. I think why I didn't pull the trigger on any more of those was, I guess I'm taking it for granted. They'll always be there. It's just kind of, they weren't moving me enough to want to purchase them. It's like, they were just kind of, you know, yeah, maybe there's nothing else out there. And I just kind of kept my money just sitting there for something else that just gave me a little bit more, I don't know, just, as I think, you know, Minnie Minx Fall says, is, you know, makes your heart sing, that kind of thing. And the YSL, while pretty, they just weren't doing anything for me. This little guy right here does just enough. My little clutch wristlet same thing. And I enjoy using that. There was nothing really driving me to pick up the Nikki or the college bag. The design style, I was getting that with the two that I already have. There just was nothing really forcing me into picking something up from YSL. And the last thing really was the travel bag, the Louis Vuitton one. And in a similar style, it was like, oh, that's always going to be there. Why bother? I think with Louis Vuitton, what's really driving me to slow down and not even want to buy anything, at least from the boutiques, are the price increases. It's just like, I know that I'll be able to come across a pre-loved piece at a much friendlier price point and probably relatively good condition. So I'm kind of like, let some sucker fall for that. I'll get the, drive off the lot price kind of thing. So I don't know. I shouldn't say it like that, but at the same time, it's like, I don't feel compelled to go in and spend a dollar amount for a product that I know just 2 years ago was $500 less. It's just like, what exactly has changed to justify that much of a price increase? It's kind of why I won't buy pretty much anything from Chanel other than the SLGs at this point. I don't really see anything that makes the flat bags worth it. And while I like the DeVille, I would still pick one up pre-loved. So at this point, there's nothing brand new in the boutiques that I really find fascinating. Hermes, I really wanted to check them out this year and see their products in person, but that's such a limited, access type of product that it's just kind of like, So that's kind of where I am right now, where I don't know if I want to even make a wish list, because if it's something that's limited edition, then the odds are I wouldn't be able to get my hands on it anyway. And if it's something that's not, it's probably gone up, more than I believe it's technically worth. So I would just be buying it pre-loved. So I don't know. But there are a few things that I've noticed recently I do want, and maybe I'll put that on a vision board or, some type of manifestation type of thing. I just don't know if making the wish list is the wise course of action for what I do. I'm not sure that it's a benefit to the way I view my shopping habits. So I don't know, let me know what your thoughts are down below. I'm curious to see if that's something that you use. Is it a budget thing? Is it just keeping you on track to, get what you want? What exactly do you find beneficial about wish lists, if you use them at all? If you don't, what do you use to guide your decision-making process? Are you just kind of a fly by the seat of your pants kind of person, or do you have a strategy in how you move forward with your collection? So I'm really curious to hear how everybody else out there is thinking about how they navigate these waters. So thanks for listening to me babble. It's great talking with you, and hope to see you on the next one. Take care.